On my channel, I did kind of recently come out as like a femboy in my last video, but there was like a couple things that I did want to talk about femboys in this video too, and I feel like it's kind of important to address this as well because some people just fail to realize about femboys. So I thought I could at least talk a little bit about it. But there is one thing I want to be very clear for everyone. Femboys are not anime boys. Yeah, I know that probably sounds crazy for people. It probably sounds crazy enough to know that we probably look like normal people most of the time. Now, obviously, this is not me saying that if femboys like just, oh, they're not cute or whatever. That's not my point. I'm just saying is that like we look like normal people. We are normal people, because some people would just think that we look like anime characters for some reason and we're supposed to, look like Astolfo all the time when that's not even true. And I really want to talk about this too because I feel like it's not really talked about for femboys most of the time, and people just completely forget about what's real and what's not. Or not really like that, but more of like the reality of femboys. Because the thing is about how femboys look more like outside of their femboy persona. I mean, I guess you could call it more of like the cis het look of them. But that's just to say like outside of our, femboy clothes and masks and stuff like that, is that we're just normal people with standards in morals and ethics. And that's what people fail to recognize about not really just femboys, but like anyone else as well. Because like even Line Chu pointed it out on his stream when he came back from Vegas, is that he posted a selfie of him when he was like hungover and passed out twice. And I think it's still on his Twitter page. But he basically just posted a picture of himself drunk and he showed his like eyes or whatever. And he got so much shit from that because of how he really looks, or more of like how he looked like while he was drunk. Which I think people took that a little bit too far and a little bit too took it a little bit too hard because they realized that the femboy VTuber is actually a regular looking guy. And I'm not gonna lie, Line Chu kinda cute, not gonna lie, but like it's like, yeah, he's also a real person at the same time too. He's not an anime character. He's not always gonna be, shaving his face constantly, which shaving is annoying and it takes a long time. And it's also, he doesn't have to look like what people expect him to look like. He can look like whatever the fuck he wants to look like too. One thing I also want to point out too is a video that Cheeto made, actually a couple videos that he made about a femboy that he just harassed and made fun of, especially their appearance, and also for the sake that they're a femboy. Because, why? That's because that's a Cheeto. But also it kind of shows that how people perceive femboys as either abnormal or like how people have certain expectations for femboys and, just thinking that they look like anime characters, or all of them look like anime characters when we're just real people with standards and we look like real people. But that's the thing that people fail to recognize about femboys, is that we're also like normal people outside of our femboys, because we're either closeted or we just look like normal people and we don't really want to take the time to put on makeup and constantly shave and do things like that. And guess what? That's okay, because we don't have to. Because the only thing that makes us femboys is like a little bit of a feminine personality and just wearing femme clothes. Because I also had the same thing happen to me too, where, mostly I've been seen with, my femboy clothes a little bit in my outfit. But when people see my face, they just, I don't know, they just like expect me to look pretty or look like Felix or Astolfo, and I'm like, no, I don't look like that. As much as I wish that most of us would look like him, which I wish I would look like him too, but I'm not gonna put on the makeup, constant makeup for that, like every day, and I'm not gonna shave like every 5 minutes for that to happen as well, because it's just too much work. Now I kind of wanted to say that maybe the also reason why femboys like to wear masks, but I think it's also to just make them look cute too as well, which there really is no problem with wearing masks. But my point is, what I'm trying to say here is that femboys are also real people with feelings and morals and standards that people just fail to recognize because they just have expectations for us and we're either supposed to follow them or we just look ugly to them. And it's not even true at all. But yeah, that's something that I kind of wanted to address because after that, because there are still some people that think that femboys should remain closeted or even like just having certain expectations for them. Also, I don't even know if my channel is going to turn into a femboy channel or not. I mean, I might post like femboy content on Fridays if I can, but I'll still post content that I'm used to posting, which isn't that much of a variety, I guess. But you know what? It's also fun to do a little bit of commentary because it helps me practice using my voice more and talking more. But yeah, I just really wanted to say so I can have something on my channel. Anyways, yeah.